Charles County delegate has kept a dark secret for most of his life, but he finally shared it to help others. Sexually abused by his adopted father, he tells Mary Bubala why the law must be changed to give victims more time.
Charles County Delegate C.T. Wilson, a man with a painful past, sexually abused as a child by his adopted father.
I can't sit here and describe to you the pain of being beaten, sodomized, and molested for years.
He courageously testifies in Annapolis before the very lawmakers he works alongside every day, an effort to help victims of child sex abuse fight back, giving them more time to come forward and sue their abusers.
You had been in foster care since you were telling me since you were 4. You landed with this family, you had a father figure. When did you know something was really, really wrong?
What starts is, from anything from just, what you consider sitting beside somebody on the couch to, things maybe a little different, like peeing in the same toilet bowl. Or at some point, well, he's gonna help you pee in the toilet bowl. He'll, hold yours if you hold his, those things. And that's when even, a little boy starts seeing that, well, this doesn't seem right.
How long did the abuse go on?
Probably till I was about 15. And it would always happen after the physical discipline. I have scars on my face and on my nose and places where hair doesn't grow on my head because of the beatings that I took.
30 years after the abuse began, Wilson tells WJZ it is still incredibly painful to talk about.
Why did you decide to open up about the worst thing in your life?
I don't think that there should be a limit to the number of years it takes for somebody to come forward.
Wilson wants to change the law to allow people who were sexually abused as children up until they're 38 years old to face their abusers in civil court.
It takes so many years to even acknowledge that it happened. Most folks just want to pretend it didn't happen to them.
For nearly a decade, child advocates have tried to change the law, and each time one of the loudest opponents has been the Catholic Church.
Why do you think the proposed extension of the statute of limitations is a bad idea?
Something happened years ago. Someone alleges something, and then 30 years later, someone's coming forward to say this happened. No one is around. There's no evidence left. There are no witnesses left. Maybe the person has died. And an organization cannot defend themselves.
Wilson tells WJZ he can't put himself through testifying again, but he hopes people will remember his story.
This could help a lot of people.
It's closure. Some people just want their voice to be heard. Some people just want an opportunity to stand up there, be it in front of the Senate or the House, or a judge or a jury, and say, this happened.
Mary joins us now, and wow, that was not easy for him to come forward. I mean, so courageous.
Yeah, so emotional. Delegate Wilson is sort of this, not a tough guy, but he's really confident, and I think his colleagues were very, very shocked and surprised that this is part of his past. He said that he's glad he's come forward and told his story, but it was really painful because it opened so many wounds. But he said he's gotten a ton of support, which is really nice.
So as the law stands right now, how long does the person have to come forward?
Right, and this is important. On criminal cases, there is no statute of limitations, so you can come forward and press charges criminally at any time. But in civil cases, it's 25. That's the cutoff date, and a lot of people, advocates, say you need more time. Delegate Wilson just came forward at age 40. Wow. He's 43 now, so 3 years ago he started telling his story, but he said it took that long for him to realize he was a victim and this was done to him. You repress those memories sometimes.
And how does Maryland compare to other states on this issue?
Yeah, so Maryland's definitely in the middle of the pack here in terms of what states are doing. There are some states that are very progressive. Delaware, Connecticut, Pennsylvania give a lot more time, or for civil and criminal cases, they have no statute of limitations. And this issue seems to come up every year in the state legislature, or every other year, every other couple of years. And it did not pass this year, and they hope next session that something will happen.
Well, thanks for joining us this morning. It's an issue we'll continue to follow.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mary.